wedding or something like that, really. I was quite hard against the Lord, to be honest. Lost my dad when I was a little boy, and I sort of grew hard towards the Lord. When I met my wife, she said about like coming to church and stuff. And I said, look, I always used to get a bit angry over it, to be honest. I always used to say, look, you're more than welcome to go, but it's not for me. If there was such things as the Lord, why did he take me dad? A bit of time went on, and I always felt myself praying to the Lord if I was in a situation. And back, I think it was about a year and a half ago now, I was pulled in Weymouth with a few of the brothers, and I pulled on the side, and I felt like I had like a loud bang off on the side of my face, and I was really gamming, and my wife said, "You going to go to the hospital?" I said, "Nah." I said, "I'm alright." Deep down, I did want to go, but I didn't want to spoil it because I only just got there and everyone was happy. And on the Wednesday, I kept getting little headaches. It was getting a little bit worse then. Thursday, a bit worse again. And on the Friday, Brother Billy said, I'm going to shoot back. So I thought, now's my key to shoot back home. And when I got back home, Matty and John pulled back at my place. They said, we'll go to the Jolly Farm and get a bit of food and then we'll go through the church. So go on then. Anyway, I said to Matty, I said, "Come on, Matt," I said, "I feel rough." I said, "I feel really gammy, I do." He said to me, "Maybe it's because you ain't it." And I said, "Maybe." And then he gets in the motor, drives through to the Jolly Farm. As he gets out of the motor, I started being sick, had a really bad headache. And anyway, I said to my wife, I said, "Look, drop me back home." I said, I'm not very well. Anyway, goes back home, I get in the bed, and I started hallucinating. Like I was had a real bad pain in my head, and all I could see is my Nigel with like no dad. Anyway, my teeny rings up again. She said, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" I said, "No, go on, you go through the church, I'm alright." Anyway, she ended up coming back home, goes through the hospital. I'm in there, and doctor, as the head scan done, the doctor man come in. He said, "Nigel," he said, you've got an aneurysm." So at that point in my life, I thought my life was over, to be honest. But that's what my dad died of. He had a bleed on the brain. My mum had one the year before, so it was quite a big thing in our family. And anyway, he said, you've had an aneurysm. You've got an aneurysm. He said, but it's not bleeding. So I thought, well, that's one good thing. Anyway, on the Sunday, all the brothers come up there. They was praying and that. But on the Sunday, he let me out, and I couldn't wait to get out of the hospital to come here to share that the Lord's got me out of the hospital. Following weeks come, Friday again. I'm back in the hospital. I could feel blood running like from the back, like from the top of my head down to my spine. I could feel it internally. Anyway, I goes into the hospital, gives me another scan. No, he said, it's the same. You've got an aneurysm, but it's not bleeding. Anyway, the brothers can't there. They went into St George's up in London, and went in there. The first man I see, he said to me, "Look, Nigel," he said, "it sounds like you've had a bleed." He said, "And we're going to have to take you down for surgery." He said, "We can't give you an operation through the groin," he said, "or through like medication. We're going to have to cut you the top of your head." He said, "There's going to be a big operation." So I was like, well, if that's what it is, let's get it done. Anyway, see another man, he come in again and got it wrong. He said to me, "Look, all you got," he said, "is migraine headaches, go home." So jumping for joy again, I thought, thank the Lord, he's healed me. And anyway, I went back home. I pulled on myself out of the mission. I come over with Gammy a couple of times, and I had a text come through from St George's starting on the Monday. Anyway, I thought I was just going up there because I was going to sort something out for like migraine headaches. And when I went in there, I sat down, the same surgeon who'd done my mum's operation. I sat down in the chair. He said, "You're right, Nigel." I said, "Yeah." I said, "You're right." He said, "As blunt as blunt could be." He went, "Nigel, unfortunately," he said, "you've had a bleed." So I said, "Yeah." He said, "And you're a ticking time bomb," he said, "and if this bleeds again," he said, "you're going to die." So I couldn't even look at the man, I couldn't even look at my wife behind me, I was smashed. So I said, "What does this involve then?" He said, "Well, you've got to have a big operation," he said, "and this operation," he said, "we can do it in an hour, but we need 5 hours. He said, "We've got to put a pipe in your back." He said, "Blow the brain up," he said, "and go in through the centre of it." He said, "If we touch one wrong thing," he said, you can be paralysed," he said, "from the neck down or the waist down." He said, "That's how serious this operation is." So I said, "What's my options?" He said, "Well, if you don't have it done," he said, "you're going to die." And he said, "And if you do have it done," he said, "let's hope that we can get it done right." So I said, "All right." he said, we can get you in on the 19th of July. Anyway, my wife said, well, we can't come in on the 19th, it's his birthday. So, and man said, all right, he said, look, I'll let you have a think about it. So I said, look, I ain't got nothing to think about, I need to get it done. So he said, no, look, go away, have a think about it, we'll get in contact. So I comes out there, Tuesday morning, couldn't even get out of bed. Wednesday, just, I was smashed really, trying to pray, very little. I had faith as small as a mustard seed, that's all I had. It wasn't big at all, but Lord, please just heal me. And I was saying to the Lord, I was trying to make a deal with him, I said, look Lord, if you heal me, I'll start giving me vape. So I used to vape and stuff, and he took it out of my life. And all I wanted to do, at that time in life, which I've learnt in time, if money can solve a problem, that ain't a problem. And I was just barely holding in there. I thought I had everything. I had some beautiful children, a wife, I had a home. From the outside looking in, I had it cracked. But my world was shattered. Anyway, I rang this doctor on the Thursday and I said to him, look, I said, I want to take the 19th. That's the date I want. Please get me in. He said, look, Nigel, and this is where I know it's all God's plan. He said to me, look, Nigel, he said, the 19th's not a good date for you, he said, because if we'd have took you in on the 19th, we should have booked you in. He said, the doctors that we need, they're on strike. He said, so, look, we got the 28th of July for you. We get you in and we get it sorted and see how you go. But anyway, he said to me, when I went in to have this operation, they said I wouldn't walk for 4 months and I wouldn't be able to walk for 6. And I had a big operation. It ended up being, it was 10 hours. And when they went in, they found another aneurysm with 2 little ones on it. And I woke up at, I think about 12 o'clock it was, and I can remember wiggling my feet. And all I was saying was, thank you, Lord, because I could feel my feet, I knew I could walk. And I messaged Uncle Billy, and 11 days later I walked out there, and I just want to give all the God all the glory for that. And there's no money or, you know, there's nothing you can get, a big home, a yard, or, stack this room out of money. But when the Lord does something like that in your life, that's priceless. And He's given me so much peace about my dad. He's took depression and anxiety from me. And I just want to say, if you don't know the Lord, listen, you're not giving the Lord a chance, He's giving you a chance. God bless you.